Hey guys, I just got out of the shower, so my hair is wet and it's not brushed yet because I usually wait for it to dry a little bit more before I brush it. And I'm on my bed. I'm recording on on the end of my bed, and I just yeah, like I'm sorry that I'm in my PJs. And I'm gonna record it this way because that's just how I do it. I wanted to get to this video as soon as I could, and it was one that someone requested, and it's my book collection video. So I really hope you guys like this. If you do, then let me know somehow. Anyways, let me just go ahead and go through the books that I've already read and loved, and if you guys want reviews on these, then tell me which ones and I will do them for you. The first one I'll share is Book Thief, and it's a pretty thick book, like it has like 550 pages or so, and I love this book. It's like about the Holocaust time, so yeah, I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but it's The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. And another book I read by him that I don't have because my mom's borrowing it is Taxi Cab or something like that, and it's really good too. I don't know what it's called, but it's about a taxi driver. Okay, and then the next book is Drums, Girls, and Dangerous Pottery, and this is just a great book. It's by Jordan Sonblick. I love this book so much. I've read it like 5 times. So it's just kind of about like a older brother dealing with a younger brother's health issue. So if you guys want a review on this, then let me know and I will do it. Okay, and then the other one is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Honestly, I've read both of these twice. I do like Harry Potter, I really do, but like fantasy isn't really my thing when it comes to books. I'm more into like realistic fiction because I can relate more to that, or I should know what these are about, but you know, if you don't, it's like the wizarding world and like a wizard school and all that jazz. But I'm sure all of you do. Alright, the next few books, and there's a couple missing from this author's collection because I gave a couple to my friend. Well, I haven't given it to her yet, but they are for my friend because I got them signed by the author, and this author is my favorite author, and it's Ellen Hopkins. She said to me, and it says my last name, which I don't have on here, but maybe I do, and follow your heart, and it's signed by Ellen Hopkins. And I got this signed on October 11th, so, yeah, last year. But, this is Tricks, and this one is about kind of like prostitution and kind of that kind of scene. The next one is Burned, and this is about like finding yourself like getting away from a religion that you don't necessarily like following, and kind of along those lines. And she writes in poetry, so these look really big, but they're really quick to read. Like, I could read one of her books in a day if I really wanted to. But yeah, like they're great. Next one is Crank, and this is part of a trilogy with so there's Crank, Glass, and Fallout. And I've read Glass, and I didn't really like that one as much as Crank, and I haven't read Fallout yet, but I'm excited to read it. It's just that's one of the ones I'm giving to my friends, so yeah. And then the other one is that I have and have read is Impulse, and that one's really good. It's like all these teens dealing with kind of like their issues, and they're all in this like kind of like mental institution, kind of. I don't know. But next one is by Emily Giffin, and it's Love the One You're With. And this book is just, for me it was really relatable because pretty much anyone, like if you like had some kind of fling or an ex-boyfriend or something like that come back into your life somehow, and you're with someone and you're like thinking like, oh my gosh, like this guy that I totally loved way back when is like back in my life, like what do I do? It's kind of like that situation. Next one is Going Too Far, which I borrowed from one of my friends, and this it's about a girl that gets raped, so it's not necessarily a happy book, and I don't have the most happiest book choices around here because I love the ones that are just like tear jerkers, and they're just my favorite. So, but yeah, there's this one. Okay, the next author, I kind of have a couple of her books, is Sarah Dessen, or Dessen, however you want to say it. This is just Listen. I had it in the hardcover, and I love this book. It reminds me so much of my boyfriend, and I kind of, in a way, not like quite exactly, but pretty much it's like our story. But I really love this book. It's so, I mean, and the album art is really, or the book cover is really gorgeous as well. She's also like one of my favorite authors. She writes a lot of realistic fiction that I just totally gravitate towards, and I don't know, she's really talented, so I would check this book out if you want. It's kind of about how like a guy that this girl, I don't think she would normally go to him and like start up a relationship with him if she, like it just, he wasn't like someone she'd normally go for. So she starts talking to him and gets in a relationship with him, and you could read it and see what happens, but I can do a full review on this if you want me to. The next one is Dreamland, and so I have Kissing in the Rain and Lucas by Kevin Brooks. These are fantastic reads. I hated the ending of this one though. Like, it totally ruined the book for me. Absolutely ruined it. This one was pretty good though. So, yeah. It's pretty much like, this one is about like a girl falling for this guy who's like totally misunderstood. And this one was about someone who's being bullied really badly. I've also read Martin Pig, which was really, really good. Like, that one was about someone who was being abused by his dad, and then he did something and he was trying to cover it up. And then another one I read was Candy, which was also really good, and I kept hoping he would make a sequel to it because it was so good, and like the ending was just like, what now, you know, like but I don't think he ever did. If he did, then let me know. But the next one is a book called If I Stay, and it's by Gail Forman. Cover looks like that. And this is about a girl, and she dies, and she's choosing whether she should stay and kind of haunt, not really haunt, but like stay around, or if she should pass on. It's really good. Next is The Catcher in the Rye, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know about this one. It's one of my favorite books ever. I recommend this to everybody. It's really great. It's not even like a question. It's a great classic book. I've read it about 10 times. Like, I love it so much ever since I read it, like, sophomore year in high school, which was like 4 years ago. It's like pretty long ago. I don't know, it was a while ago. But Anyway, so now on to the books that I'm excited to read. Okay. The first two are from Nora Roberts, Nora Roberts' Key trilogy. This is like fantasy, and they have to like go into these. It's like a mix between realistic fiction and fantasy because they have to go between like the real world and like this fantasy world looking for keys, and it's really good. But these are just the second two books, and I read the first one, but I gave it to one of my friends to read. And I was actually surprised that I really liked this, but I did. Like, check it out, guys. It's good. Okay. The next one is Forgotten, which you can see I kind of have read a little bit. And this is a girl who forgets everything that happens the day before, pretty much. Or, I mean, I don't know if it's the day before or, like, her whole life or whatnot, because that's part of the mystery of the book. But it's really good. I think it came out pretty recently, because this was a advanced reader's copy that my mom got while she was working at Barnes and Noble. But like, so far from what I read, it's really good, and I can reread what I read because I don't remember that much now. But if you guys want to read this book along with me, or you want me to read it and tell you what my thoughts as I'm reading it or whatever, let me know, and you guys can choose this book. And once again, it's called Forgotten, and it's by Kat Patrick. The next one is Triangles, and right now I'm kind of plucking along at Tilt, which is actually the sequel to this book, but I don't think it really matters. I've read some of this book, but not a ton, and it's Ellen Hopkins' first adult novel, and as I've said, she's my favorite author. She's my favorite author, and I'm really excited to read this book. And so if you guys are interested in me reading this and telling you my thoughts as I read it, then let me know. And then, okay, well, first let me see. This, I would say, is about, like, desperate housewives, pretty much. It's like housewives that are just desperate. And some single lady, I think, too, is in here, but it's just a bunch of moms, and how they deal with their lives, pretty much. It's really good, and what I love about Ellen Hopkins is she always bases her stuff off of, like, her friends' stories, or, you know, things that have happened to her, and, like, just real things, and then she, like, adds some fiction to it, but she's so talented. I adore her. And then the next one I'm excited to read is Perfect. I haven't read this yet, and it's pretty much about, like, the stigma of being perfect. I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure. And I'm excited to read this. And then the last one is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and I'm excited about this one. Well, because I can continue plucking along with the Harry Potter series. So, yeah. If you guys want me to, like, read any of those books and keep you updated as I'm reading, then let me know and I will, and, like, you guys can read along with me if you want. I would probably, like, do maybe, like, 3 chapters a week or something, maybe 1 chapter a week. I don't know. It depends on, like, how busy I am, but I definitely want to get into reading again. Like, it's kind of something that's off and on depending on my schedule, but I'd love to do that for you guys if you guys would like it. And you guys can suggest other books as well, and, like, I'd be more than happy to go and find it. If I can find it on sale or something, then I will try it out and everything. So pretty much that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys really like this video. This is pretty much my book collection, and I have a lot more books at my mom's. I'm not at my mom's because yeah, but I have a ton more books than just that. But someone requested this, and I just kind of wanted to pull out my favorites and like the ones I'm most excited to read about. There's a lot of others on my I want to read shelf that I'm just not as excited to read about, and I can go through those ones too if you guys really want me to. Just let me know. So please leave your comments in the down bar, subscribe, add me on Facebook, email me, all that jazz, and I always get back to you guys. So yeah. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.